Yesterday we had a very productive day. So I've had a fence that's been dividing both parts of my garden that I've been wanting to take down. It makes it very difficult for me to get through. So my husband yesterday started pulling out all the T-posts, so strong. And once we got all those pulled out, we removed this fence that's been blocking the other part of my garden. First, we had to clear all the areas, the pathway. There's my husband pulling the fence out. This is kind of a different view. This is my little homemade gate. But once you go in now through it, I just cannot get over how much more room I have. There's my husband extending my garden. Of course, I'm going to have to remove my green stalk because it's right in a walkway now, which was once up against the fence line. So look how much more space. I love it because this is where we're going to put our second raised bed that we're going to put up. And on the other side over there where my husband was at, that's where we're going to put my new greenhouse. That way it's not blocking the morning sun like it was earlier. So he put new stakes in, started wiring up the fence, and we combined it. But look how much more space I have now. This is the raised bed. My husband was over there weed eating the area and getting it ready. But what I really like about these supplies is I got these at Home Depot. They're bricks that have grooves in them for you to put your lumber. These were 4 for $10. We also got 2x6 lumber, which were 8 feet long. And my husband decided to cut 2 of them, so that way they're both 4 feet. So that way we could start, we were going to stack them to make the raised bed. I noticed that my other raised bed right there that you're looking at was actually very low, and didn't give me enough room to put soil in. It wasn't as deep. So this time around, when we make our new raised bed, we know for sure we're going to stack it. So once again, these are 2x6, which are 8 feet long. The dimension of this new raised bed is going to be a 4x8. And it will be stacked up pretty high, so at least 2 layers, which I'm really excited about. So it's really easy to put together a bed like this because using these bricks allows me not to have to use any hardware. We didn't have to use any screws, any of that stuff. If you take a look there, this brick, because of the grooves, you stick the 2x6s or even 2x4s into the grooves. And even with it being stacked, it definitely makes it more sturdier. There are holes at the top where you could stick rebar in there to hammer it into the ground and make sure it doesn't move at all. We did use something similar. We had these green stakes. They were made out of plastic, but my husband was able to wedge them down the holes, and that way it doesn't move. Once again, we ended up with 6 of these 2x6s. And 2 of them we did cut in half, so it made them to be 4 feet. So the dimension of this bed, once again, is going to be a 4x8. And then once my husband puts it together, I'm going to spend the day tomorrow putting cardboard down the bottom, a layer of some mulch, and then obviously some compost and soil. I did have a few bags of some soil, and I do like to occasionally throw in some bags of potting soil only because it has a little bit more nutrients. But for the most part, if you put compost into your raised beds, you're going to have plenty of nutrients. So this is what it looks like.